Hi there, welcome back to my channel. This is Medea J, and in today's video I'm going to be unboxing and doing a first impression of this new Aariz line. And I received this from Arabiyat Prestige. They are the official sellers for my perfumes, and they're a trusted seller for Arabic perfumes. So I have received a parcel last year from them, featuring the Nyla line. So I'm really excited to try out these fragrances, and I love the fact that they're easily accessible for people to purchase. Obviously all of the information will be in the description box. So I do want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to Arabiyat for sending me these fragrances, and I can't wait to dive in and see what they're about. If you're interested in hearing more about some premium, and I'm telling you, look at the packaging already, like some premium Arabic perfumes, then definitely keep on watching. So before we get into the individual fragrances, I'm going to insert my unboxing video showcasing how the fragrances came to me, the packaging, and all of that good stuff. It was really well packaged from Arabiyat Prestige. You know, they also included a lovely Christmas card, which is quite sweet, and all of these perfumes were sealed and all of that good stuff. So I did the whole unboxing, and I wouldn't say first impression, but because I sprayed each of the fragrances, I immediately smelt something and I could sort of allocate it to a scent family. I haven't actually worn them on my skin or sprayed them on a strip to really understand from first impression how I like them or don't like them. So we're going to be doing that in this video, but I wanted to show you what it looked like when I first received the perfumes. The packaging was very elaborate, very beautiful, and I'm super appreciative for receiving it. Let's start from this way all the way in, because that's literally how I unboxed them on my page. So the first one is this, called the first one is Aariz Absolute. And first of all, I want to get into the packaging. Now, the packaging is very exquisite. It's very elaborate. I will say I have nothing like it. And every time I receive a fragrance from Middle East or an Arabic scent, I always feel like they go above and beyond, especially for the fact that the price points are so affordable compared to some of these niche houses, like these super expensive houses. I feel like they put so much effort into the design and manufacturing of their bottles that they become decorative pieces even after you've used the fragrance. And that's literally what this is giving me. It just feels like a very decorative paperweight or a center table decor. It just looks absolutely stunning. And the same with the box it came in. The box is very pretty. It comes with a sleeve. You take that off, and literally it's an open door type of packaging, and the fragrance sits in there. So if you wanted to leave your fragrance in there, you probably could, to store it, and you'd be able to reach for your fragrance. But it's just the attention to detail that trips me. Like, you have Arabiyat Prestige on the clip that holds the door of the packaging together, and you've got all this kind of lace detailing on the side that's just like embossed on the box. And again, you've got the name of the fragrance, which is Arabia Aariz Le Absolute EDP. It's 100 ml and from Arabiyat Prestige. So I really love this. To clarify, the manufacturers of this is My Perfumes, but like I said, it is coming from Arabiyat Prestige. But yes, I love that. And you know, the detail goes the packaging as well, so it looks super pretty. Beautiful attention to detail, cannot fault it for that. And when you come to the fragrance itself, The attention to detail continues in that you've got Arabiyat Prestige on there, and also the name of the fragrance is on the body. You do get that sort of lace detailing going around the bottle as well. When you flip it to the back, it's just this gorgeous kind of like a gray gunmetal color, which when you look at it you would think that it's a male scent, but you know, the fragrance itself could probably lean both ways, I presume. We'll know more once I spray it, but the packaging itself just sort of leans more masculine, especially with the color. And then when you take off the cap, that's how it looks. It has a really strong sprayer, which I've got my strip. We're going to spray it now. We're gonna see what it's like. So I'm just gonna see if I can, you can see that the sprayer is quite strong. While that strip sits, I do want to highlight that on the sleeve packaging you do have the notes on there. So it says top note is mandarin, cinnamon bark, and almond, and then the heart note is rose, orange flower, and amber, and then the dry down note is sandalwood, tonka bean, and vanilla. Now if you watch the unboxing that I just put in this video, you see that the fragrance, I've likened it to Velvet Tonka by BDK, and that's immediately what came to mind the minute I sprayed this. It's giving me that powdery, that nutty, delicious scent profile that BDK Tonka bean, sorry, BDK Velvet Tonka gives me. It's so powdery though. Like, I feel like it's a bit more powdery than Velvet Tonka, but it's very smooth and very delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray it on my hand and see if it translates the same, and we're just gonna let that sit for a second. All right, so on my skin, it's definitely not as powdery as it is on the strip. I would actually say that this is definitely a unisex scent. I'm getting spiciness, I am getting some powdery notes, just not as intense. It's warm, it's nutty, it's slightly boozy. I'm getting a bit of a booze kick to this fragrance, which makes it even more delicious. It just smells, yeah, it smells spicy, it smells nutty, it smells rich, it smells woody. I don't get any citrus. I don't get any of those. I do get a bit of rose, because rose tends to lean a little bit powdery and sort of minty to my nose. That's just me personally, and I get a little bit of that. Okay, I can't say what the performance or anything is like at this point, but I will come back and share more thoughts. So far, I really, personally, I love BDK Velvet Tonka. So for this to sort of remind me of that, I'm very much here for it. I love that scent profile. I love how delicious, how smooth it smells. And I feel like this will probably last long. Like, Velvet Tonka lasts very long on me, and I feel like this will. So like I said, this is an EDP. It is 100 ml, and so far so good. I think this is a beautiful unisex fragrance. The second one is just called Aariz, and again, same bottle design, except this is kind of like a lighter cream, slightly pink bottle. Like, it's coming off way pinker on camera than it is it's coming off way pinkier on camera than it is in person. It's quite light brown in color, but with the contrast of the gold, it looks absolutely stunning. And this is something that I would love to sit on my vanity, because like I said, it's just a really beautiful statement piece. I also like the fact that Arabiyat is in gold in there, which makes it look even more exquisite and more expensive. So looking at the box packaging of this one, you've got the beautiful white and brown packaging, same as the gray, and you open it, same thing. The design is very, very luxe looking, so I really love it for that. The notes are, we've got red dry fruits at the top, praline and cinnamon, and then in the heart you've got iris, heliotrope and jasmine, and then in the dry down there's vanilla, there's tonka, there's cedarwood, there's sandalwood, there's tree moss, and there's labdanum and amber and musk. So quite a lot of notes in the dry down. Okay, so from memory, when I sprayed this, it's not anything that I personally have experienced, but I did reach out to a few other creators who received this package, and somebody who has the same scent that I put in the video said it smells exactly identical. I also saw it on a few perfume websites that is what it smells identical to. But let's give it a spray and let's see what it's about. So I'm gonna spray it on a strip first and see what I get. Okay. You see, this bottle is probably what I would think Le Absolute smells like. So immediately you get a fresh citrus kick. Very green, very vibrant, very herby. The type of fresh citrus kick that I personally like. This will wake you up. And then as it's drying, I'm getting some spice, some woody notes, some earthiness with a bit of florals. And it's getting a little bit musky. It is quite warm, slightly boozy. I always say I can almost feel like, oh yeah, definitely slightly boozy. This is very, very sexy. This again would be a gorgeous unisex fragrance in my opinion, because of the way the fragrance is. It's sort of sophisticated, it's luxurious, it smells very, very expensive. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this one on my wrist and then see if it smells any different on my wrist as opposed to the strip. So on my wrist, the herbal note is stronger than the citrus, but you can still get the citrus. It's very warm. I get less of the booziness, but I get more of the herbal. It's earthy, it's woody, slightly spicy. Lots of depth. I feel like this is going to transform and translate over time. And it's quite intense, so I won't be surprised if this projects really, really well and leaves a very warm, inviting, but still fresh scent trail. So I'm quite excited for this one. I will put the fragrance that people say it smells like on the screen, but personally I haven't smelled that one and I don't have it, so I can't confirm 100% if it does. I do have Velvet Tonka, so, and I can testify that it's a similar scent family to Le Absolute. But this is beautiful. So if you like fresh, woody scents, herbal, earthy, warm, slightly spicy, it's actually turning quite sweet and creamy on my skin. So like I said, yeah, this is definitely going to evolve over time. So if you like fragrances like that, this is probably something that is worth getting your nose on. Okay, and the last one is Aariz Intense, and this one, the bottle is exquisite. I tell you what, black and gold bottles do it for me every single time. Just imagine if your interior decor was black and gold, you've got black furniture with gold accents, and this was sat on like your coffee table or next to your nightstand, or sorry, your light stand, and you know, it's just reflecting or bouncing off that light. Such a beautiful decorative piece once you're done with the fragrance. But anyway, this is Aariz Intense. This is the packaging, same as the other two, very beautiful, and again opens up quite nicely, so there's nothing new there. The notes of this one are quite simple. You've got cardamom, fig leaves, at the top. Then you've got cedarwood, lactonic in the middle. And then in the base, you've got tonka bean and vanilla. So those are the notes. Okay. So let's go ahead and spray this one and see what she's saying. Okay. So immediately on the strip, I get a boozy kick. It's sweet, spicy. The cinnamon is cinnamoning. It smells very, very spicy, very sweet. I smell a bit of nuttiness from the tonka. It is a little bit creamy. I wouldn't say it's too lactonic. I'll just say there's a little bit of a creaminess to the spice or to the warmth. It's a bit woody. Yeah, so definitely spicy, woody, creamy, nutty is what I'm getting. Okay, let's see what it smells like on my hand. I'm going to spray it on the other side. While that settles down, I do want to say that immediately when I sprayed this, it gave me angel share vibes. But actually, as I'm spraying it and sniffing it on the strip, I would say it leans more into camera, because camera is more that spiciness, whereas angel share is more of that booziness. So I don't know, we'll see. So on my hand, yeah, on my hand it is smelling quite spicy, quite warm. There is a bit of a boozy kick to it, but not as intense. Definitely giving me camera vibes, because yeah, angel share for me is just, yeah, angel share for me is more boozy than camera. Camera gives me more of that spiciness with a hint of booziness, and I feel like now that I sprayed on my skin, this one leans more towards camera than it does angel share. But honestly, it's in that same scent family. So if you want something spicy, slightly boozy, a bit nutty, creamy, then definitely get your nose on this one. Again, I feel like the performance of this is going to be really good, because in as much as I've only done one spray on my hand, I can smell it. It is quite strong. I can also still smell Aariz Absolute, which I went to get my velvet tonka, which definitely reminds me of velvet tonka. So yes. Okay, that's it, you guys. These are the Aariz perfumes. You've got Aariz Intense, Aariz itself, and Aariz Le Absolute. They're all EDPs. They're all 100 ml, and they all smell fantastic. And I'm very excited to try these out and, you know, come back to you guys in future videos to talk more about them. So let me know if you've heard of this line, and if you've tested them, what you think about them. And if you haven't, I'd really like to know which one you're most excited to hear more about. And also, if there are any other new fragrances out there that you guys think I should get my nose on, definitely chime down below, leave a comment, and I will catch you in a future video. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out, and don't forget to check me on all my other social media platforms. It's Medea J across the board, and I will catch you in a future video. Bye.